Hello everyone. So, I have another deck. um, it's the Muse Tarot, obviously, by Chris Ann. I have been putting this off since the launch of the indie one, like the Kickstarter. I've been putting it off so much, and I have no idea why. And then recently I've just been like, why does that keep coming to mind? Because the only modern kind of like art style deck I have would be Mystic Mondays, and that's very modern. Not I say modern and abstract, like it's very it's still Rider Waite Smith. It's just very out there, and it makes you think more. It makes you think more about the meaning of the card. It makes you look at it more. It makes you think of it more in depth and stuff. And while I was waiting for my phone to charge, so before I filmed this, I was reading the back here and I was reading the book, and it's supposed to make you think. Like, it's supposed to make you think. And before we get into it, we can see here that she wrote, Chris Ann has said that emotions are cups, inspiration are wands, voices are swords, and materials are pentacles. So it's kind of more straightforward in what the meaning is of the cards of the suit. So we're going to get into it now. And the inside of the box is just stunning. There's magic and truth. There's truth in my veins. Where my blood speaks in soothe, and my mind has no reins. Oh jeez. That's so pretty though. No, I just thought I needed a bit of retail therapy as well, so it's just one of those days. And there's the little book. It's not too chunky. It's not nothing is going to be as beastie as the Spirit Animal Colette Baron Reid Oracle book, because that's just a meaty thing. But it's just very straightforward. There's no pictures in it, and I was reading the little poem here. I say it's a poem, and it's just so pretty. So I'll let you guys pause it if you want to read it. But it's so nice. And I was reading, I went, whoa. Makes you think. It just makes you think. This kind of deck it came at the right time, because I know I've been attracted to it. I've been wanting to get it. I've seen people edging it in pink and green and mint and all that stuff, and I'm there going, I don't know why this deck keeps coming back to me. Like, I thought the Light Seers one would be more up my alley, but it wasn't. It was this one, and I was so confused by that. But hey, we're here to look at this one there, and then the inside of the thing has a fish. Very pretty. The backing is this beautiful mint colour with the flowers and the diamond and the succulent. I presume that's a succulent. It looks like a succulent. No, I see why people do edge this in pink. Like, it does look like it needs the pink, but I don't know if I want to ruin it, because my last few edging ventures have not been the best. So, I'm gonna tilt you down a bit and zoom in. So here's the full. It does make you look at it. It makes you think outside the box of what the fool represents, and like, she's not even standing on that sand. There's a ladder to get up here, so she had to get up here in order to jump off. It does make you think it through. This video might be long because it's a deck I want to talk about, but I think for the minors I'm gonna do the same thing, like just let the music play. But like, oh, and the cardstock is stunning. Like, that's the softest matte I've seen. It's not as like, it's not so soft like Work Your Light Oracle, but it's just a nice cardstock, and it's flexible enough that you can use it, you know. So we have the Magician. It's this lady here. Let's do a bit more so you can see her. So we have this lady here, and we have 4 spheres. I presume like they're the 4 elements, like air, earth, water, and fire. Could be that. And then she has like this kaleidoscope of colours above here, just like reaching up and bringing this energy down. It's like she is like an aerial, kind of like a beacon, like an aerial, bringing all that in. And it's really pretty. The High Priestess is just, well, she's called the Priestess in this, she's no high. Very cool. I actually like this one. It's so simple, yet it brings out so much meaning. I had to flip through this on my own because I was just like, what am I getting myself into? This is just so out there. It's so interesting. Like, compared to an ordinary Rider-Waite-Smith, this is so beyond. Like, it's really pretty. I love this moon. That's the first time me and my sister were looking at it because she was sitting beside me. And she goes, that moon is just standing out. I went, yeah, and it's like touching her palm of her hand, connecting with the moon and the universe. The Empress is really nice. I like how this is the universe as a mother figure, in a way. Because the Empress is the mother card. And I love how it's like the epicenter is her heart. And then we have the earth where her tummy would be. Like, that's her baby. Like, we're her child, if that makes sense, if you look at it that way. I actually don't know how. I was like looking at this, trying to see it in the Rider-Waite-Smith way to get the symbolism. But like, that does look like that would be her tummy, and it's us. Like, we're her children, in a way. And it's really pretty. Like, looking at it, I think that's Venus there. Or one of them is Venus, but they're Saturn anyway. But like, look at all that. I know there's an alternate version of this in the indie deck. I think, I can't remember what it looked like, but it was interesting. But I'm okay with this version. There's not much difference. I think her eyes were open, or the face was different. This is another, I'm pretty sure it is. This is another deck that has no men in it. So this is a woman as the Emperor. Nothing wrong with it. I don't really mind it. It is what it is. It's just a different approach to a deck, and it's rather than going, here's a man, here's a woman. Like, there's more than there's a man, there's a woman. There's more to that now, because God forbid it's 2020. Like, Jesus. But I like how the shirt or the top of this Emperor is a mountain. Like, that's a mountain. So it's like the top of this mountain is the shirt. It's like to show that they're a mountain, they're there, they're grounded, they're there to, you have to get over me, you get to get my permission to go somewhere, kind of thing. Like, it still show you the authority of it, because a mountain's authority is more in your face than like a king sitting on a throne, kind of thing. Like, a mountain is more intimidating than a person, because it's just a mountain. Like, it's just a person, you can walk around them. A mountain, you have to go up and over. Hierophant, wow. See, I've only seen had a flip through. I didn't I just went quickly flip them, just put them down, whatever. I didn't in-depthly look at the card. So if I look like I'm shocked, going, you've seen this already, why are you shocked? I went, because I'm looking at it in a different way now. There's like these little rows of lanterns. Someone is coming to this goddess sitting on a rock for guidance, because it's the Hierophant. There's another person there. It does show like you're going to a being, a deity or some kind of being for guidance, and I like that. It's really nice. The colours in this are stunning so far. The lovers. Now I do like this because we have the interlock. Like, this is all like a mirrored image here. So these are someone's face, and there's a mirror doing the illusion thing. But we also have like a lotus here, I think that's a different lily lotus. There's two flowers, one big and one small, and I've noticed that as well. There's symbolisms there. The angel wings are still there, but you cannot tell it's if there's a person attached to it. But we do see the man. I think it's a man. It's a woman. They're both with. It's just a woman dressed as a man. We just have to double check. But we do see like the masculine energy and the female energy just there, you know. And it's just there, like, it just shows you like, the law of attraction to have the male counterpart and the female counterpart, or the masculine and the feminine. So that's still there. It just not as like in your face as like Adam and Eve kind of story. This chart is quite interesting. She's like overpowering this like stampede or herd of stallions. still have these like little dots. They're like broken dots of leashes. And her core, I don't know if that's, is that the core chakra? I'm not familiar with the chakras that well. But whatever one your tummy is, that's the one that's like guiding her out. And it's just showing you that she is being guided by her gut. There you go. Guided by her gut feeling to go on this journey, you know. It's a nice strength card. I like how the lion is bigger than the woman in this sense, because normally the woman is standing over the lion, pushing its, like trying to force its mouth to be shut. But this one, it's like oh, which one was it? I think it's Grand Deluxe, the Kira Marchetti one, where she looks like she's riding the lion, like sitting on it, and she's tamed it, and she's gained the trust, and the lion has earned the loyalty, and they vice versa. They have like this intertwining relationship like this. Like, they're very chill here. Like, she's sitting on the lion, and he's just like, where do you want to go? Alright, okay. But like, she does have this like infinity symbol still there, just with dots. It's strength card, it still means what it is. It still means it. The Hermit. Now, I like this. There's no lantern, it's just a sunrise, I think. And let me just have a quick closer look. Yeah, like the girl, it's a girl. It's a girl sitting on these rocks here, and there's like these footprints leading up to her. So her sleeve's a female hermit. I'd love those ones, but again, I don't really mind if it was male or female. I'm more like, you can be whatever you want. But like, I love how it's just in a desert and she has to stop to think about where is the universe taking her next. But we have a tree. We have a tree here. Oh wow, yawn there. We have a tree here, and like, it shows you that there is life and knowledge and like things to grow with out in the desert, even though it's barren. So it does show you the hermit nature. The wheel. So we have the wheel. I do like this. It's different. It's the moon phases in the middle. Yeah, the wheel's the wheel. It's not much to it, but like your mood would change depending on the moon phase. Now, I was watching the Hermit Caves flip through this. This is what got me to buy it, essentially. This Justice card was kind of like an inner voice situation. So it's like an inner voice breaking through, going, yes, I finally got justice. But I do notice that the inner voice as such, like this is the outer shell, this is the inner voice, that too is broken through, like broken in half. So you really have to go deep within for this card. Like, you have to go, it's showing a lot of inner work. Like, look at the colour difference there, like just from this to yellow. The Hanged Muse. Straightforward enough, just it's the Hanged Man, Hanged Muse, Hanged One, whatever you want to call it. It still shows perspective. The Death card is a Death Moth. Now, what I was a bit disappointed, there's no skull on the moth. But we do see the lady's face down here, and she's embracing this new change. Or it could be this person who's passed away, and they're being reincarnated into this other person. So you can see the flow of it all. Like, you just see berries and things going along here, and there's a spider web because time has gone by. It's really interesting and intricate. Temperance. I thought this was a really cool Temperance card. You're still fun. Like, I love how like the old-fashioned sun is there that's on a tarot card is still there. But I love how this is like the main person you're looking at, which is this girl here, or guy, whatever you want. They're just there, and then we have these two people, these twins here, like juggling almost back and forth this moon phase. And there is a moth there too in the background, actually. There's a little silhouette of a moth. Very interesting. It's just trying to find the balance and the right timing for things, I feel. Very cool. This devil, wow. So we have a fire, like a lot of fire going on up here, and we have a butterfly and a little door. There's a tiny door just there, and I don't think there's anyone in there. No, it's just a tunnel. So it's like this is the mind's eye up here, or there are these two people here, and they are the ones holding the strings for this person, and they're telling them to do what they want to do. But if you look at that in reverse, that is still stunning, because it looks like she's freeing herself. Like gravity is just letting her fall onto them and letting them go. It's a really pretty card. I actually like how she's covered in these bandages or whatever they are, showing that she's still trapped, but like we do see the butterfly wing showing that she is ready to transform and move forward. This tower card, wow. Yeah, I thought this was interesting. It's very reversed, I feel, because this is the upright version, and like you think the tower being hit by lightning would be that way, like being hit, but she is the only one left, and she's standing on that one piece of stone that didn't fall or hold her or anything. It held everything up, and it's really symbolic. Like, plus the lightning's going towards her as well. Like, she's the epicenter of that change. She's the one who triggered the tower to fall in the way, and we do see someone else here falling. It's really cool. I actually really like it. It's really nice. It's like you go back to the rubble, and that's the only piece still standing that mattered to you, because everything else was just material or whatever. Like, you can rebuild it. Seriously, like the color like differences here is just beautiful. The color palette. So here's the star. I do find the star just very straightforward. Like, it is what it is. She's holding the little stars. There's no water as such. Like, she's not pouring the water into the pool or pouring it onto the land and letting the universe do its thing. She is, like, it's like she has these little wishes. Like, she's holding these little paper stars, and she's manifesting them out into the universe using her third eye or her vision or her what's it called? Oh my god, her intuition. That's the word. She's using her intuition in that way. And the sea is here as well, like as her dress. So it is a bit geometric in that sense, but I do like it in the sense of how you can still read it as the star. Wow, seriously. Look, it went from red, it's like yellow to black and pink. We got a strawberry moon here. I'm going to call it a strawberry moon because there is one coming up, I think. Or there was one. I don't know. But I love this pink moon just slap bang in the middle there, and they're all praying to it. It still means what it is. The moon is about making decisions and hope and all that stuff, choosing a path, hard way, highway, you know, and yeah, it's still the moon. The sun is like this mandala, or I don't know how would you call it. It's like a kaleidoscope. That's the word. It's not mandala. It's a very kaleidoscope looking pattern, and we do see like these lily pods here, and this girl's just meditating here. It makes you look at it, because for a second they look like faces and they're not, but it is a nice like kaleidoscope effect to show you that every day is different. Like, even a kaleidoscope is different. No matter how many times you turn it, it'll always be different in some way. Seriously, look. It's going to be doing that, like just seeing the jump from different colours, or even like from black to like that prison looking colour. It's really nice. So the Awakening card is the Judgment card in this deck. I like how it's called the Awakening, not the Judgment. Like, we're there to be judged by a deity or anything. It's like she's freeing herself from the judgment of herself. Because your worst enemy and your worst critic is yourself. Okay, so this is what that means, and I do like that a lot. It's really nice. And then the world is the world of the world cosmos. So we do see that she's holding up the earth. There's like this like beaded winged span kind of thing. It's still the world regardless, and I love it. Okay, so we're going to go on to the minors now. Before I get into the minors, there's no kings in it. They're called the Muse, I think, and it's the only cards that are horizontal. And if there's ones I want to talk about, which should probably be a lot of them to be honest, I will put them aside and we'll talk to them at the end. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room. We're going to discuss those Muse of Inspiration. The Muse cards, the King cards, essentially. So let's discuss them. We'll get the elephant out of the room. I actually like them, and I'm not a fan of horizontal cards as much. I only have one deck that has horizontal cards in them, and it's the Love Yourself Goddess Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I think it's Alana Fairchild. I'll double check and I'll link it below. But this is stunning. Like, for a second, like, I thought I was looking at these are wings. Like, for a second you don't see it, but I thought these were wings, and then this was a being like holding up flames from their fingers, and then you just look at it and you just realize, oh my god, it's just a path, and these two beings have the wings themselves. It's not one being, it's two, and it still gives the I feel like it does give the meaning of a king, essentially. Like, they're at the top of their game, they're the highest point of their suit, which is the Muse of Inspiration, so they become a muse rather than a king in this sense. But it's still, I still think it gives the meaning across. Let's just see what the book says about these Muse cards real quick. I'll just do the Muse of Inspiration, and then we'll get the gist of the rest. Okay. It says, welcome tiny traveller to the world of inspiration. Expect to be initiated in ways you cannot yet imagine. Fully captivated by ideas and propelled by enthusiastic ambition, this muse offers fire to brand the edges of your experience. Okay, so these are like the masters of their suits or elements. So this is the master of fire, master of water, and so on. Okay, no, I just wanted to read a quick snippet about that, and that was literally it. So on to the next one. So this is the Muse of Emotion, so the King of Cups. So essentially, in a normal card, I do like how they're both drinking out of these like oriental bowls. I don't know what they're called. They're water bowls that they would have, and the black and white stripes, I don't know why, they just work so well to break that contrast of blues. And we have a boat down here. There's a lot to look at, but you still get the gist of it. And they become the master of water, and they do have this like winged effect as well. So they like to become this angelic form of their element. And this is the Muse of Voices, which is swords. And we do see like the wings of air here. There's the person there. And these ones seem to have the swirl, you know, like the snail swirl, that's like the never-ending spiral. There's kites. There's a path you can follow or come away from. A night sky down here. It's still, I probably want to read more into it, like why are there muses in it and stuff for Chris and go into that. But no, I really am liking these cards. This one, wow. Can I just say something? The material and the emotions suits were so pretty, and we're going to go through them in a minute, but first we're going to go to the queens, because I had to take those queens out. They were just stunning. So there's the use of materials, and I do like how there's a suspension bridge and it's all like forest and flowers. I relate so much to nature, so quarantine is not helpful for me. I could just connect to it more. I like being outside, and I am allowed. So now we're on to the queens. I needed to talk about them because they were so stunning. They were stunning. So we have the Queen of Inspiration. So this is the Queen of Wands. I love how there's a cheetah here. So it shows you that it's a fast-paced queen. It's still a fast-paced suit. And I love how this one string, all these strings are on her fingers, like she's in control. And there's one white string on her third eye. So it just shows you that she is kind of, you know, just mentally just preparing herself for her game plan. And I do like that. And I do love the oranges and the purples and the pinks there. And let's just face it, she's stunning. Honestly, she is absolutely stunning. So this is the Queen of Emotions, so the Queen of Cups, and there's just so much going on, and I love it. Her, like, all these fish, I don't know why I did that, all these fish here are just stunning. This urchin here. the sea is just here, like someone's walking on the shore or into the sea here. And there's so much going on, but you could still get this like opening here for her heart. So she is like emotionally talkative person. That's nice. The Queen of Voices, the Queen of Swords. I love these black ravens going on here. There's so many black ravens going on, and crows, and I love how her dress and her arm become this wing, this white wing, like a white raven's wing. And I love this kind of 1930s, 1920s, 1930s hairstyle she's going on. Bit of like, you know, Miss Fisher kind of look, and I love her. Miss Fisher. I love it. You still get the kind of sense like, don't mess with me. Queen of Materials, Queen of Pentacles. I love this. I don't know why, it's just the colour scheme, it's everything. It does show you that she is very down to earth, and she's looking you directly in the face, going, and in the eye, going, what do you want? Have you done your work? Hear this? Have you done all this? XYZ. Like she's here, she means business. Okay, on to the minors that I took out. 6 of Inspiration. So this is in the order that was flipped through. So we're going to go Wands, Cups, I think, and then Voices. Okay, so I thought this was really cool. This is the 6 of Inspiration, which is the 6 of Wands. So we're going to zoom in a bit here. I like how there's like this Hollywood mirror effect in the background. So it's like, I'm so victorious. I'm a Hollywood starlet now. It's like, it's that kind of effect where also she has like this paparazzi down here, kind of. I just feel like it was very Hollywood-esque. And it was really nice, like, to say like she's made it to the top of her. She's come out victorious and become a star, hence the star on her head, which is a nice little twist. I just thought it was cool. 7 of Inspiration. So this is the 7 of Wands, where you're fending off things. So like, you know the way there's someone at a cliff and they're defending themselves with the wand? I love how she's pushing the void away. It's like she does not want to be consumed by the darkness. She does not want to be consumed by the negative thoughts. It's really powerful, especially with this colour in the background, in this like diamond shape kind of thing. Oh, beautiful. The Page of Inspiration. I thought it was really cool that her hair was like rainbows, and she's like doing this like splits thing with her with the black cat sitting there, and there's just this like cloud of like explosive colours coming out. It just shows that the Page of Wands is also very creative. It's not just about good news coming your way and stuff. It just shows that they are very inspiring and very creative. Ace of Emotions now. So pick this one because it just looks like she's emerging. You know, wait, the Little Mermaid, where Ariel breaks the surface of the water and comes out and does that kind of motion. I feel like it's that, but it's like the start of the Cups cards and the water element, because we all came from the ocean, in a sense, from evolution and stuff like that. We all came from that in some shape or form. Now we have the 4 of Emotions, and I love this optical illusion. It's insane. So first off, I did see the girl here, and I went, oh, that's cool. She's in this invisible cup, and she's sitting in it with a little bit of water. But then you can see the two people's faces here, kind of like whispering to her in the glass, or like their faces become a glass, whispering to her, saying, we can help you. And there's like that one little flicker of light to help her. You know, it's just still brings out the 4 of Cups regardless, but it's just a nice little optical illusion. The 6 of Emotion, I had to bring this out because I didn't see it before when I was flipping through, but it's like her body is the mirror. That's her inner child. So she's looking in at her, like she's looking out as an adult, worrying and stressing about things, and then her inner child is just here with a suitcase ready to be shipped off and forgotten about. It's really interesting. Like, it's more of an inner child card than a you're going through and just meet someone from your past kind of thing. And I thought it was really nice. 8 of Emotions had to be brought out because it's all about walking away. Like, the 8 of Cups is walking away, not looking back kind of thing. But for some reason, for a second, it looks like this moves. Like, it looks like this whole sand is moving because these lines here are making it move because of this black hole, eclipse, I've no idea, but it's like this is all sucking in the negativity, and she's just walking on going, yep, I'm done with it, let it go into the void, I don't care. This page of emotions, I had to bring it out because there's like so much going on. Like, her dress is an octopus, there's fish going towards her heart, there's a garden here, so this shows you how optimistic and like imaginative and innocent the page of cups are. Really, it does show their personality very well. Three of voices. So we're on the Three of Swords now. I thought this was a very cool, interesting way of the Three of Swords. I like how this person here is behind an old door, hiding, and just wants to be on their own, and is in this black shade away in this field. But the sky is crying, like there's two eyes here in space. So it's like the universe is trying to help, but it can't because it can't reach the girl in a way. So it's trying to send attention, or these are the three things that are bothering her, and they're just like stabbing her. They're not really stabbing her, they're like at her feet, but the things that are bothering her, there's one gone into her back there, kind of like behind her, and it's just really, it's a really nice way of doing the Three of Swords. I had to put the Four of Cups of Swords in here because I was getting very Eris vibes from it. Eris is the goddess of chaos. I don't know, in Sinbad, an animated series from DreamWorks, animated film, and she bathes in like space and the nebula, and she's like, oh, whatever, and she's like picking up these little bubbles which are planets and using it. It's just nuts, the concept of her, and I was just getting that vibe from it. It's like, bathe in the universe, get the rest you need and the knowledge. It's really cool. Eight of Swords, Eight of Voices. Like, this isn't like really crazy how much you can stare at that. Like, you'd stare at that for ages. There are 8 lights here. She is blinded by one of the Venetian blind lines. I don't know what they're. She's tied down by 3 of them. But we don't know if she put herself there or can she get out or anything as well. It's like, that's still there. But it still means the Eight of Swords. You're trapped. It's like feeling trapped. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's so good. I had to put the Knight of Voices in because it's the only horse that was not a horse. It was a Pegasus. And it does show the quickness and the swiftness of it, because like, a Pegasus can fly faster, apparently, or from a mythical perspective, can fly faster than a horse and not run across land. It can fly through the air and get there, get things done. So just show the brashness of it, and like the quick wit of a Knight of Swords. 5 of Material, 5 of Pentacles. I love how this poor girl's here, and there's just this gold hand trying to help, but there's also this gold temple in the background, and there's these like, someone wants to help, and she's like, no, I just want to stay here and I'll get there in the end, and all this like energy's being sucked in there. It's really interesting, the whole thing. 7 of Material is the 7 of Pentacles, and this is all about like, you know, waiting, and like the girl's watching, or the person's watching the bush with the shovel, waiting for things to change. But like, if she's moved on, like you can see as you go up, the flower gets bigger. I know it's the same, it's just photoshopped to be bigger, but you can see like over time, because she waited and was patient, it flourished and became the garden she wanted. So it does show you the 7 of Pentacles stuff there. 8 Material. I thought this was so cool, like this 8-handed person, this 8-armed person doing multitasking with different roses and like holding them, tethering them. It's just a lot going on, and it still brings out the hard-working aspect of the 8 of Pentacles. Last but not least, we have the Page of Material. I don't know why, I was getting kind of ghost vibes. It's like she's the ghost or the spirit of that rose becoming a person. It's very interesting. It's still very, very cool. Okay, let's do one quick card draw before we finish up, because this video has gone on for so long. It's shuffles beautifully as well. Because sometimes like the stiffness of the cards make it hard to shuffle. That did not follow through. Because I was talking this way. Because I wasn't focused. Oh, this one jumped out and went on the floor. Somewhere. There we go. I was like, it went into a bag under my desk. And it was the Queen of Material. So she jumped out. I shuffled that. I'll get one more. Go on. Do a 3-card draw. 2 of Inspiration. That Knight of Pentacles keeps going out. Or Knight of Swords. If he comes out again. No, we got the 5 of Voices. Okay. Quick 3-card draw. Why not? Okay. So, let's read how the book says it. Go away, fly. Queen of Material. Strong and loving, determined and courageous, this queen stands beneath a poster of her upcoming prosperity and ascension. The other muses lovingly tease her about her larger than life nature. Okay, so she still is the queen of coins or pentacles. She has financially, financially you're very sound. You're very sound in financial self. The universe is providing everything for you, even in these hard times. And we see that you're a very nurturing energy, so you're helping others while abundance is still coming in for you currently. 2 of Inspiration. Now, I should have talked about this one because it was really interesting as well. Like, it's the 2 of Wands. So let's just see what it says. Okay. So the prompt is dreamy my goodness. The 2 of Inspiration sees her desires on the horizon. So, like, she knows there's more to life than this. Right? There's more going on than what's happening right now. There's going to change and all that stuff. You're seeking a new path. So you are financially sound. You're kind of okay with your job and stuff, but it's what's more to life out there. And we do see like you're seeking a new path. You're moving past your comfort zone. So you're getting out of this comfort of being the Queen of Material here. And we do see like a full heart of ideas and a thirst for expression. So you want to express yourself more, and you want to like just find out. Was like, what else is there? What else can I do? And then we have the 5 of Swords or the 5 of Voices. Let's go on there. So the prompt is a social moth. Okay, so this is a social moth essentially. This one, and the 5 of Swords is feeling defeated, learning from lessons or loss, fighting, and wow, like what's really important. So like we can see this is actually really accurate. So we can see like you were on top of things. This is the past, the present, and the future, or whatever situation was it. Situation like difficulty and outcome or something like that. And we can see like your situation is like you were on top of your career, and now you're like seeing there's more. What else is out there? And then because all this stuff that's going on in the world, you can see like there's more important things in life than money. And at the bottom of the deck, because I flipped it upside down here, is the 6 of Material. So we see that you're going to be more, the overall energy of this is you're more generous and you're more down to earth, and you're definitely much more capable of just things that you can do in life. You're like, there's more to life than just work, socialize, get married, do this, do that. There's more to it than that. There's more to life than that. Okay, guys, so I'll leave that there. That is the Muse Tarot walkthrough. I'm gonna probably call it a walkthrough because it's nearly 40 minutes long, minus the editing. So I'll leave that there, guys, and I hope you're all safe and doing very well. I will see you all very soon. Bye.